What is up, geeks? So I have a surprise for you guys today. I know originally the Anovos First Order Stormtrooper Helmet was supposed to come in February, but surprisingly it arrived just today, so I'm so excited to review this thing for you guys. We're going to unbox it and review it. This is the Star Wars First Order Stormtrooper Helmet from Anovos, and this is from The Force Awakens Episode 7. I'm just so excited to open this thing up. Okay, so let's take a first look at the box. So we see here, the layout is actually very similar to EFX, which I'm very surprised at. It has that black and gray kind of design. You got the Disney logo there, Star Wars logo. So in the back we can see that this is an officially licensed full-scale replica. And then on the side, the same thing as the other side. And at the top, we see again First Order Stormtrooper Helmet. So let's get this opened up. Alright, so this thing looks so awesome out of the box, and it's totally screen accurate. I can't see one thing that is not screen accurate. It looks just so great. I compared it to the official images released from Star Wars, and I'm very satisfied with this. There's just one kind of big gripe that I want to talk about later, but I'm going to be reviewing this in detail and also comparing it to my EFX original Stormtrooper helmet, as well as Clonetrooper helmet, and show you guys the evolution of the Stormtrooper / Clonetrooper helmets. So let's take a close look at this guy and see all the details. So I really like the mouth part. That design is very nice. It's like hexagons here. Very cool looking. You can notice here the that little piece. I'm not really sure what exactly that's meant for, like functionality wise, but that looks screen accurate. These square holes that they have in the helmet, very cool. And the lenses, I like the lenses a lot. What I do like about this Stormtrooper design is that they kept with a black and white tone to it, rather than all the different colors from the original Stormtrooper helmet. It had like gray, it had some blue. I do believe the original Stormtrooper design was better, but I like how they made it sleek. It looks very sleek, almost like a motorcycle helmet. It just looks so nice. And there's some notches here, so I don't know what these, are for design-wise as well, but this is screen accurate. I looked it up because at first I was like, whoa, is this actually part of the movie? But you don't really notice it that much. When you have it on, you don't really notice it or care about it that much. But being that I'm a reviewer, I notice little details, so that's kind of why I noticed those things. But what I do notice about the back, it has this lining here, very cool. But if you look at the shape of it, it's kind of similar to Kylo Ren's helmet. It has a little swoop at the end. It's just not pointed, but it does remind me of Kylo Ren's helmet, which is cool because that's consistent with the First Order. I do like all the little details here. Now this is plastic. This is there's not like a metal or a fiberglass. I think Anovos is releasing a fiberglass version that's substantially more expensive than how much I paid for this guy. What I do like here is it's an adjustable cradle, so no worries if you have a small head or if you have a big head, you can loosen it up, and it does fit pretty well. And I'll show you guys how it looks like on my head. The inside, there's some more plastic. It is a bit cheaper than the design for the mask. There is this soft piece here, so that way, it's a bit comfortable. But I think after a while, wearing this at a con could get really uncomfortable on your head because there's no like cushion here. It's just that one piece in the front. But at least they do have that one piece. It would have been cool if it came with like some kind of microphone in it, but that would be asking for a lot. Anyway, I paid $200 for this guy. Now, this is gonna be my one gripe that I have to say about this helmet, is that it feels so much lighter than the EFX helmet that I got for the original Stormtrooper. Now, that in itself does allow for some more comfortability. It's not going to weigh on your head a lot, and maneuvering through crowds at Comic-Con, you can carry this a lot easier. The thing is, it just feels a bit cheaper, and I paid more money for this rather than the EFX. The EFX was about $150 and change, but this is $200. So, And this is just the I bought this at Black Friday, so this was a deal, $200 for this one. Now I think if you want to get it on the site, they have tier 2 pricing. This was tier 1 pricing, so tier 2 is $250. So I'm not really sure if it's worth $250, but the $200, I think it was just at that border where it's worth it. It is very screen accurate, so I think that's what I give a lot of respect for. It does look really cool, and when you have it on your head, it just really looks like the First Order Stormtrooper helmet. You can't differentiate it from anything else. It looks really screen accurate. So what I'm going to do now is compare it to my EFX helmet. Alright guys, so I'm going to compare my two helmets here. On the left, we have the Anovos First Order Stormtrooper Helmet from Episode 7, The Force Awakens. And then on the right side, we have the EFX Original Stormtrooper, the Imperial Stormtrooper from A New Hope, Episode 4. So, right off the bat, when I was holding these things, I can feel that the EFX helmet on the right is significantly heavier than the one on the left. And I mentioned that earlier on in the video. So it feels like this one is more high quality, the EFX on the right. There is metal to this here. There's some metal on the bottom. It's not a lot of metal, but it just shows like there's different materials here. You got the rubber band. There's no rubber here. I'm not sure if that's the design thing, but it seems like there's more materials here. You got the rubber in the bottom of the helmet as well. Now the pads I had to add myself, but there were some padding to the helmet at least. There wasn't an adjustable cradle, so that's the one thing I'll put over the EFX helmet. But overall, it seemed like it's a lot higher quality plastic because it's heavier. As far as the shine, they're both pretty shiny. I think there's more convexity and different shapes to this helmet, so that's why it might give off a more sleeker shine. I had to mod this a lot just because it had the green screen accurate lenses. This one isn't screen accurate though because they won't accept this into the 501st Legion. One of the things is like this piece here is separate from the helmet, and you could actually see that here. Not only that, it's symmetrical. Now the thing is, when they first made the original movies, the Stormtrooper helmets were handmade, so they weren't symmetrical, which is odd. So the 501st would actually want something that's asymmetrical to match the movies. Now this one is screen accurate, so I wonder how 501st will deal with it, and whether they're gonna have Anovos helmets or they're gonna just ask their members to make their own helmets. I'm not sure. I don't have to do any modifications. That's the big plus to the First Order Stormtrooper helmet. I mean, I'm very satisfied with both. Don't get me wrong. I'm very happy with both, and there's both pros and cons to each. Lugging around this big bucket on my head and carrying it was uncomfortable for Comic-Con, so I'm looking forward to carrying this guy for the next con, and I will be wearing the helmet again and probably be dressing up in the suit. If I can find a good price for the rest of the costume, it would be really cool. I would love to be a full-out Stormtrooper one day. So now, this is the evolution of the Stormtrooper. On the left, we have the Clonetrooper from Hasbro. In the middle, we have the Imperial Stormtrooper from EFX. And on the right, we have the First Order Stormtrooper from Anovos. So now, on the left side, it's mostly a toy. This thing is a voice changer helmet. It has that wide lens. It's not screen accurate at all, you can tell. So the wide lens is not in the movie. It was a very small slit for the eyes. This allows for better visibility for kids. It does fit for adults as well. What is comparable to the Anovos is the adjustable cradle. It does have the nice nose piece for comfort there. And if you guys haven't seen this video, it goes more into depth. I have the review and I go through all the different sounds here. Now, I've reviewed the Imperial Stormtrooper before. I've compared it to the First Order already, so I won't go into detail. This is the most classic design. If we're talking about design here, I'm going to have to go with the Imperial Stormtrooper in the middle. I think the design is more complex. It shows off a lot more shadows. The Imperial Stormtroopers, I think it's a scarier design, but the thing is, we know that they don't shoot very well, and these guys on the right, the First Order, they can shoot very well. So I'm more intimidated with that rather than this one in the middle. But I I mean, it's really cool just to see this here, the overview. You got the Clonetrooper. Now, this is the Phase 1 Clonetrooper design. The Phase 2 is closer looking to the Imperial Stormtrooper. I hope you guys like this evolution of the Stormtrooper. It looks really, really cool. And I'm excited to see how this design evolves over the years. Alright guys, so I'm going to put on the mask for you. Alright, so this is how I look like in it. I'm not sure how I sound. I can, you know, coming from my end, I hear there's a lot more echoes. The front of the helmet seems a lot more, there's like a lot more space than the Imperial Stormtrooper. So that might work out better with the sound. I'm not really sure. I'll see when I edit this video, but it looks so cool. And it's to scale. It looks great. It would be great to have the full suit though. It would be really cool. As far as visibility, it is a bit bubbled. It is a little bit blurry, but the visibility is actually a lot better than the Imperial Stormtrooper as far as the wide lens. So just in case you couldn't hear me, the visibility is better. It's a wider lens, so you can see peripherally a lot better. It is just a bit blurry because of the bubble effect that they have. But I do like this one. It's a lot more comfortable than the Imperial Stormtrooper, and you can see a lot better. So it would be great to wear this at a con. I think they probably made this design in mind because they want it to be more functional, and you definitely can see through this helmet. It looks really great, and I feel like I can hear a bit better because the Imperial Stormtrooper, like, I couldn't hear at all. But at least it seems like sound echoes into this helmet, so I can hear myself even better too. Alright, so I hope you guys liked my review of the First Order Stormtrooper helmet from Anovos. Don't worry guys, there's a bunch of collectibles that are coming out now, especially with Star Wars being the biggest thing, breaking records and all that stuff. I hope you guys watch the movie now. If you guys are fans, I really hope you did. Avoid all spoilers guys, and thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this helmet, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you think and whether you're going to be buying this thing. If you want to buy it, you have to go to anovos.com, and the price now currently is $250, and there will be a higher quality version for this helmet. I'm not sure if it's released yet, but it will be a lot more expensive than that. Hopefully we'll hear back from EFX whether they'll be making this helmet, but we'll see. For now, this is what we got, and I'm really satisfied with it. So guys, until next time, embrace, express, and enjoy yourself. May the Force be with you always, my young Padawan.